There are 5 public service commissioners, and what they do effectively is they look at Georgia Power, and they look at how the rates are set, kind of like in a nutshell. They monitor power rates, and they kind of are in charge of making sure that the rates are fair. Now, the 5 seats are district based, and you can look at the PSC map and see what the districts are and where you fall in to the map. However, even though there are 5 districts and you have to live in the district to run for the seat, the elections are statewide. So when there is an election, this is a statewide election, and the entire state will vote on those seats. So it's not quite it is not representative. It is run unlike any other election. And it's actually not, that's not the way that it should be. You know, these are basically statewide elections, and only, when you think about it, like only the governor represents the entire state. But District 1 of the PSC, that person is supposed to represent District 1, but the entire state will vote on that person, which means if District 1 is more POC, then the entire state gets to vote on them, which dilutes that entire election. And that's why this is so problematic. There are actually 2 seats that are up for election. It is District 2, which is Tim Eccles, and District 3, which is Fitz Johnson. There are candidates who have qualified for this. The primary is in June 17th. And then these will be the very big elections. As Kyle said earlier during the very first part of the show, it's always election season in Georgia. There is always an election here. These will be, as I say, the big sexy races for 2025. So do tap in, check out our website, check out GALEO's website, look for information on this, because these will be the great big races. You'll want to volunteer. You'll want to look for these campaigns. There are 4 Democratic candidates on the District 3 side. There is 1 candidate for Democrat on the PSC side for District 2. These are exciting races. And if you have high Georgia Power bills, this is something that you will, and I guarantee you have, because Georgia Power has raised your rates 6 times in the past 2 years, which means $43 a month. That's $500 a year. Okay. So that is a lot. That is a lot. That's not pizza. That's a car payment. That is part of a mortgage. That is part of rent. This is a lot of money a year. Meanwhile, their profits have skyrocketed. You will want to tap into these races. I hope that gives a pretty good overview in a short amount of time. But that's why these are important.